anybody out there?
Nope.
Hey, hopefully, fingers crossed. Let's go to my desktop a sec. Oops, there we go. That one. Ryan! Yay, back again. Sorry about that, guys. Oh yeah, that was really weird. I could not get back onto Twitch. That's definitely not good. Right then, let's get back into the game, shall we? It is saying my connection at the minute is unstable, so I'm going to keep an eye on that. So,
It'll probably start out saying unstable, and then within a few moments it'll
yeah,
kick over to being stable.
fingers crossed. But let's get back into that game. So yeah, just so you guys are aware, don't use the fence mod, the place anywhere fences mod. Obviously, it is going to override the orchard option for placing down during the non-seasons. So I'm actually going to take that out. And while that's reloading, one thing I was going to show off was that little video on the Giants website there. So let's come back here.
See, I told you Billy was cheating.
I
Told you it
didn't
was a
know.
mod.
I didn't know that that would happen. So let's show this while this is reloading. Wow, what the heck?
Welcome to the Arena Mode. A match consists of two teams with 3 players each. Each round starts with the pick and ban phase. The goal is to outscore your opponent by delivering bales to your barn. You can increase the amount of points you get per bale by selling your grain at your silo to increase your multiplier for bales delivered into the top of your barn. There are also drops during a round that can change the game, so be ready to adjust your strategy on the fly.
So there you go. That is the preview for it anyway. So if you want, you're more than welcome to give that a try. Yeah. So who knows? At
It's
some
like
point.
the same as last year.
Yeah, it's basically
Kind
the
of
same.
disappointing.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping for maybe some trees or something. Do some forestry. Did you forget to pay the internet? That's actually due in 13 days. Right then, let's get into that screen. Because that's the one I want.
All this time to port over a map from last year.
I know, it's terrible, isn't it? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I was kind of hoping they'd have something new in there, but they may have some like new perks and stuff, but that's probably all that's really going to be added. They kind of try and keep it the same as normal, don't they? So, but I don't know. We shall see. But obviously, welcome back, everyone. If you're still there. Oh, right. I can get on with doing my ploughing now. One thing I did do actually, while I remember, couple of new additions. They have a bale stacking mode now. Yes, that's basically the FSL map now. So one thing I did do, obviously, I've added in my little maple trees. One thing to bear in mind, when you place these down initially, they won't have a collision until you reload, so just bear that in mind, okay? And that's going to happen with all of those orchard trees. So one thing I have done as well is put down the Elm Creek sawmill, and nicely I've got a forest right next door to it, so I'm just literally dragging them across when I need to with the tractor and the old blade on the back and getting rid of the stumps. So that's one thing that's new. Obviously I've got this field now ploughed up nicely over here. On this side, somewhere, oh no, on the other side I should say, there is obviously another field there as well, which kind of matches the length of this one, but is maybe slightly less as wide, but yeah, it's kind of cool. Hey Sally Sal, how you doing? One of the other things I've done, because obviously we're doing all these contracts, I have been able to purchase this plot of land here where the brick factory is, and I kind of liked the idea of Darius having it in the middle of the bank and the brick factory, so I've pretty much put mine there as well.
Did you dig the hole under it?
Nope, because I actually got it to come up saying that I could place it down at no and I wouldn't have to do any landscaping. So yay!
Wow, somebody
Yeah,
got fancy.
it was a very tiny little sliver, but there is a little way of putting it so you don't have to do any pre digging. So yeah, I'm kind of happy with that. And obviously, I still have the brick factory there as well, so it's even better. Obviously, that's going to be miles away before getting used, so I may even end up selling that, but at the minute, it's going to stay right there. Hmm. That distance on that seems quite low. Where's that coming in? I can see right into the. Oh yeah, because the doors are open because they're from the other day, aren't they? Haha. Oh, that's something I was going to ask you, Dave. You know how it's got the bought with farmlands? Should you be able to sell the land afterwards with the building still on there or not?
Yeah, because it just takes away the production when it sells.
Yeah, because obviously I sold this plot here where Barrow Logistics is, because I was obviously showing it off the other day, and obviously I was able to sell the land afterwards, and obviously it's still there and everything. So,
Yeah, but you shouldn't have access to the
thankfully not.
once
No.
you sell it.
Yeah, thankfully not. So,
So
just wanted to double check on that. But yeah, look, I can actually walk in and show you guys it now. Yay! I just hope it didn't break it by selling that land. Oh well. Anyway, I do have. We're all going to the save game. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I think Darius is probably going to be the better one out of all of us. Right, so I need to get this
I don't know
contract
why
going.
you'd say that.
Oh, you seem to do really good stuff. I don't know why. It's kind of annoying, but yeah.
See, nobody wants my save. I've got the John Deere stuff.
That's terrible. Speaking of John Deere's and Acid Burn, thank you very much for that Prime sub for 9 months. Much appreciated.
What
Obviously,
in the heck kind of cheaty stuff you got going on there, Billy?
isn't that sweet? So I went in. Well,
You've got
that is one heck of a bump.
330,000 liters in there.
It's a million litre for
Do it-
it's only for contracts to get them done and out of the way. Now, one thing to bear in mind, obviously,
Only for
I have not
don't buy it,
updated
chat.
or restarted the map, but there is still that bump there for me. I do
that
believe
will
that it's
only
been
happen if you do
cleared.
a fresh start.
Yeah, so obviously for you guys, do not worry about it. You should have this nice and smooth off. Obviously, if I ever get around to buying this plot of land, I'll obviously end up smoothing that bit off. But yeah,
Paint and terraform anywhere. If you use the smooth function, it won't affect the crop or field.
is it on there already? Is it? Okay, let me have a little look. Let's have a little peruse. Landscape, soften. I'll find a bit that's not got a crop on it. Hey
Hit
there,
F9.
Mr. KW. F9.
Mhm.
Land's not owned by me.
That's why I said hit F9.
I did.
It should bring up a menu if you've got the paint and terraform anywhere.
I do. Unless it's different.
I don't know why.
Different one to you. But yeah, I've never seen that come up before. Let's have a look. Let's go down to the bottom because that's where most of them are. Precision farming. Here and follow me. Easy dev, better contracts for Mearpack. It might be a different one. I haven't updated. Did you get yours off of GitHub or something?
Nope,
Or
Mod Hub.
in-game? Oh, okay.
In game.
Yeah, mine doesn't have
I
that.
say Mod Hub, but in game.
Yeah.
Scroll down further. Was there anything else further down?
No, that's where it literally started at the bottom. So it's obviously you got UAL, speed control,
Oh.
precision farming DLC, guidance steering, follow me.
I'm
legal
pretty sure that's what
upload.
I'd got that gives me the F9 function.
Strange. I'm pretty sure.
Unless I have a different
Let
one.
me see. Let me see. Paint and terraform. I'm sure that's the one I've got. Let's see. PP. Heck, what the heck's that called? Where are you? Where are you? It might be another one. I'll have to have a look at that later on. Maybe under F. Let's see. Free. No.
Oh, see, yeah, you might
Free
have the free
landscaping tool.
landscaping.
Yeah.
You don't have the paint and terraform
No.
anywhere. Paint and
That.
terraform anywhere gives you an F9 menu, and you can disable
That's what it
um,
is. Yep. I'll have to do
the
that one later.
access check. So
Another
you can
cheaty mod.
actually
Cool.
terraform on. Well, you can terraform on land that you don't own, which is perfect for. Oh, I found this issue that, without a restart, can't be smoothed,
Yeah.
or I have to buy the land. While I can at least go in and smooth it,
Yeah. So just so you
like
guys
the
are
big
aware.
ridge that you found in
Yeah.
the mines and stuff like that, I can go smooth those out.
Yeah, I'll have to grab that and do that because that would make life a little bit easier. So obviously this is just for contracts only. On my main farm, I do not have any cheaty combines or anything like that. Obviously the other day I was mentioning about a header for it, and what I actually did is I pulled the John Deere one from the base game, and basically we coloured it and removed all the John Deere decals and stuff, and maybe upped it a little bit speed wise. And obviously I've added it into my little
A little bit.
pack. Yeah. So obviously that's the combine rare. It does have multiple capacities that I've added into it, up to 1,000,000 liters. So that was the main reason I wanted it high is so I could get in and just let it go on these big fields without having to worry about going back every 5 minutes. Obviously speed wise we're basically equal, 30 kilometers an hour. As you can see, this is still the John Deere version there, but that's pretty much what it looked like. And then obviously I've just made it color optionable, so it could even go on a Massey if I wanted to. So yeah. But this is strictly for contracts only.
Strictly for. I use
It
my
is.
own equipment.
I know, but I just haven't, because obviously where I'm not playing the game that much, um I wanted something for doing at least contracts quickly and then
Not a
focus.
cheaty combine on your own. I saw a Massey combine on that farm.
Yes,
Looks
but it's
very much like the one that was in that field.
no, I've got this base game one, which is the one I've got on my main farm. So if I come in here, so harvester, this is the base game one that's on my main farm. And obviously, as you can see, it's 17,100 capacity. Obviously, if I go into the cheaty one, which is the one I was just in, is this one right here. So, but obviously, the main farm is non-cheaty stuff at all. Now, obviously, that is definitely not right. Um, yeah. That should be a little bit further over.
You, Billy.
Nothing. That's how it came. And also I noticed that the teleport is a little bit off there as well. Anywho,
It sticks back.
where are we? Yeah, just
It's always
yeah,
done that, even in 19.
it should be further back. So yeah, this is just the base game ideal Massey. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was doing that field one night. Right, then let's go have a look. So let's get back to my ploughing while he's doing that. I've only got a little bit of the field left to finish off, so let's get this active. That John Deere plough. There we go. Let's bring up those lines. And I don't have them active. And obviously Mr. Viking's gone off for a coffee. Discord ding dong. That looks good for FSL. Yeah. Is it on trail? Not yet. I'm still making a few tweaks to that if you guys did want it. Not yet, but probably eventually.
Of course, everybody's going to want the cheaty equipment, Billy.
My game is very low.
That's why we don't tease them with it.
Oh, I like to tease. I like lots of teasing. What's Mr. Bodine sending me now? Pictures of. Arena mode, bill stacking mode. Ah, okay, so they've done it as separate. So, oh, that's kind of cool. So, actually, let me pause you a sec. Mr. Bodine has actually just sent me an image. Let me go to the desktop view. And it does actually have, obviously, the arena mode, which is the FSL. But there's also a bale stacking mode that you can do as well from the looks of it. So that's really kind of cool. Obviously, you can do training, start a match, join a random match. So if somebody's setting up and wants more people, you can join in if you wanted to, and then join a match as well. So that is really kind of cool. That's on both of them. So that is nice. But yeah, thank you for that. Ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba-da. Very, very cool. So if you're good at stacking bales, that is definitely one for you guys. And oh, actually, wasn't that something that they kind of brought out in 19, the bale stacking competition? I'm pretty sure it rings a bell actually.
They had a bale stacking competition, I think, at one of their events or whatever. But wasn't it a real life bale stacking competition
Yeah, but I think
for the
they had it.
FSL guys?
Yeah, I think they also did on the computer guys on the computer. Oh, that helps. No, don't fall up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, and I'm sure it was like Baron Matzo came in like third or something, didn't he? With that,
Could
everyone's
be.
looking
I don't
at
know.
doing any FS. So I just did the little training. I'm sure at some point, obviously with NBC and the guys, they might be doing a stream or two at some point, checking it out. So obviously it'll be NBC, Big Daddy, Yosho, and a few of the other guys. Maybe something for a Tuesday stream instead of Wreckfest. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see. We will have to wait and see. There we go. So. There we go. Oh, so how many of you guys are thinking of actually giving it a try, the FSL and the Bale Stack Challenge? You'd be up for a UE team. Yeah. I know a few people have asked me about setting up a team, but yeah, nah. I'm fine without doing it. Heck, I get barely enough time to play this game, let alone anything else. Ugh. But yeah, just looked over at my the live and it's now saying an excellent connection, so that's good. Welcome back there, Viking. Ba-ba-da-da-da. Righty. Yeah, but it's kind of strange that I was able to place the trees down in November, not October. I don't get that, so that's weird. There's things on this map that's really baking my noggin, that's for sure. At the minute.
Well, they run off the same style system as the fencing, like Dave said.
Yeah, but how
Has
come it
nothing to
said
do with the
1 month?
map.
Yeah,
Has
but how
nothing
come
to do with the
how
map.
come 1 month I couldn't and yet
User
the other month I could?
Cherokee interface. You asked the creator of that mod.
Yeah. I don't know.
Obviously the mod.
And also, by the way, guys, just so you are aware, the BGA does not accept loose silage. Only bales. So if you've got plenty of bales and you've got a good sell price there, make sure to take it there. Otherwise, you'd need to take it to the farmer's market. Oh, did you update the map with the that other trigger, cell trigger?
Nope.
Okay.
Didn't work.
Oh, that's a shame. Cool. Glad I didn't miss anything then. I was kind of falling asleep a little bit near the end of Wheels' stream, so kind of missed a few bits here and there. Fair enough. Lady Dady Dum. How are we doing? Hey there, Reliant Robin. How's it going, bud? And by the way, good work on the boats there, the tug. It's looking really, really good. There we go. Good to see me back. Yeah. Actually, I'm kind of wishing I'd maybe kept this week off as well, but oh well, it is what it is. I am back for now. Obviously, I'm not sure what's going to happen on Friday yet. Because obviously, when I go live, Dave goes live at the same time. So I'm kind of thinking maybe Friday's stream would be a cancel for me, so you guys can focus on catching up on what's going on with the map and stuff with Dave. But obviously, I'll be in chat and maybe in Discord as well for support, because I've got a feeling there's going to be a lot of people with questions and stuff like that. And obviously, if I can help out, I will try. Cause I know Mr. Dave does miss a few messages and comments. Hopefully, a lot of the SGA guys will be in chat as well to help out where they can, from where they've been testing.
I know nothing.
I almost know nothing. And let me give Mr.
I
Dashnet a
think I
shout
might be
out.
finishing my last
What
strip
the
of grass.
heck? That's an actual person? Dejanet. Dejanet. Oh, what am I like? Don't follow that person. Dashnet. There we go. Let's try that one. Yeah, make sure to follow Mr. Dashnet, yeah, guys. Obviously, for the first, couple of hours, I believe he's going to be going over the map and everything to try and answer those questions, and then we'll be handing it out, like links and codes and stuff. If you're good. I still reckon that you should add on an extra hour for everyone that says, when's the map being released? But that's just me.
If that were the case, it turned into next month by the time he was done the first hour of stream.
Yeah, with the amount of freaking messages I'm getting on Discord and Facebook, it's, oh my god, it'd be like it next year.
Yeah.
When is anyone in his stream good? We'll probably have a Dave story as well. Oh yeah, definitely. It's not a Dave story without, or an SGA story especially, stream without food talk. And obviously, at some point during Dave's stream, there is always that wiggly screen
Story
memory
time with
lane.
Dave.
Yep. And some funky music
All
playing
right.
in the background. There we go.
Dave was sleeping during the time, but I know Billy caught it. There was almost a moment this morning where Dave's map might have gotten delayed a week.
Yes. Yes. It is
Somebody
on the
asked
way
about
tomorrow.
a flat blank map, Dave. So I went over to FS22 mods, and get them right here. And I clicked on one of them. It was a 1X, and it said 6 types of pines. And I'm like,
I spotted that too. I thought,
wait a
ooh.
second, 6 types of pines? That doesn't compute. Because there's not 6 types of pines in the map. Immediately download, throw it in its own map folder, pop it in, and I'm like, 6 types of pines. Did they? Did they?
I had a
No.
feeling, but
He
yeah,
counted the 3 different growth stages as different types of pines. I'm like, those aren't types of pines.
it's
Learn your growth
ridiculous.
stages.
I think it's just a clickbait type thing. Yeah, it is only a
Yeah,
12-hour
probably.
stream. This one day at farm camp. Yeah. Yes, Oppies. You know exactly when it's going to be released. Friday at midnight. Just for asking for you. Oh, I don't know. But yeah.
Poor Vito, he was in chat with me this morning. He goes, "Yeah, I gotta work Friday night." I'm like,
know. I
"Oh,
feel so
that's
sorry for you guys who have
bummer."
to work. Oh.
It's like he's probably gonna just be able to start downloading the map and then off to work I go.
2024, yeah. Yeah, that'll be literally it. Grab it and then go. Yeah, I think Dave's planning, obviously, at least the first couple of hours just to cover the map and then do the release. I don't know if he's going to change it on the day or before that, but that is obviously at the minute the plan. And obviously later today as well, guys, remember to tune in to Mr. Dashnet as well. Obviously, we'll be doing kicking off the multiplayer streams as well on the server. So, yay! With any luck, who knows? But yeah, I do want to get on there, see what it's like. Because obviously I don't really do too many server plays as it is. Obviously being on a 16x map where I'm in the UK and a lot of the rest of the guys are in the US, that is going to be the big test, I think, to see how it performs. And obviously then I'm going to have Mr. T Miller, hopefully, Surfing Cowboy, Tyvius and all those guys as well from the other side of the world. So it's literally going to be all of us coming into one and really trying to just break the server and the map. But if we can do it, you guys will be able to run it on a server quite easily. If only it wasn't a Wednesday. Are you going to be gone live earlier today then, Dave, to kick that off?
No.
No? Okay. Well, I won't be going on today then, will I? That's a bit of a shame. Oh. There we go. Yeah, so make sure you got it in your diaries, guys. 12 o'clock Eastern till 12 midnight Eastern on Friday for Dave's stream.
123 acres of grassland mode.
Ooh, ouch. What if Billy used a VPN to break out in the States? So, quicker, just an idea. You're working on you, Sally Sal. Oh, that's a shame. That is definitely a shame. Oh, but out of interest, what server company did you go for? Was it Very Games?
It was Shrewsbury Games.
I thought it was, yeah. I think somebody was
When are you
asking
guys
earlier.
not working? I can delay it until you're both away, until you're available.
Oh. Yeah, actually, I need to take a quick break in a minute. Check on the wife, see how she's doing. But yeah, it's nearly there, guys. Nearly the end of the week, and it be in your hands. Yeah, so one thing I was thinking actually, actually let me bring up the main map a sec quickly. Oh great, save. I need to increase the time on that, it's annoying. Every time I come in here, save!
It's set to every like 15 minutes.
I know. I'm got to,
All
you're
right.
working, are you, okay.
I'm sorry. We will have to delay the release until everybody's not working.
That's gonna be
So
kind of hard.
sometime in 2035, Dave's
Yay.
FS22 map will come out.
Oh, I don't know, terrible. So one area that I do own is right here. It's a big, long patch of grass, and what I'm planning on doing eventually is having some more orchard trees, maybe a row of each going up and down there. It's kind of flat on most parts, so that's probably where I'm going to be putting the rest of the trees for the orchards. But that's about as far as I've got so far on what I want to do. At the minute, I really want to focus on getting some more crops in the ground for next year. Right, so that's done. X, let's turn that off. There we go. And I can take over the driving for the minute. Don't tempt me to phone in sick. Yeah, do it, just do it. Everyone should take the whole day off on Friday. You have to work until 10 evening Eastern time. Oh my goodness, that's not good. So, but actually that's not bad. By the time you get home, you might catch the end of Dave's stream then. But obviously it will be on the mod folder switcher for you guys to download through there. Obviously Dave will give out the codes, and at some point afterwards, for anyone on Facebook, I might see if I can put up a post to let everyone know that it is now available and to come on over.
You know, nobody would ever be interested in that, Billy. It's not worth a post.
Okay, I'll just shut the whole site down then. Cool. Yay, one less thing to worry about. Only kidding. I know that there's a lot of you guys that are on the
Is it-
Facebook group.
I can't imagine anybody would be interested in that post.
I know. Yeah. Actually, I do know that there's one person in particular who's going to I'm not going to say who he is, but for some weird reason, even though he supports Dave's channel and um, plays his maps, he blindly refuses to use the PV mods tool or SGA mod folder switcher. It's like, well, why? And he says it's because it doesn't have a license. That's the only reason. He doesn't want people
Do
to
you not
spy on
trust
his
Dave?
computer. It's like, a load of crap.
You're on the internet. People are spying on you. I'm sorry.
Exactly. It's like, what the heck? I'm sorry. If he's actually watching, I do apologise. I don't mean to take the pee, but it is ridiculous, to be honest. And no offense, there's what, 1,000 odd people in the well, I don't know what. How many followers does Dave have? What, 6,000 followers?
Trust me, I'm not interested
Um,
in anybody else's lives.
exactly. None of us are. The only thing it's going to do is check your mods, the SGA mods, to make sure that they're current, and then that's all it does. It's like, I don't know. Mr. Reaper, how you doing, sir?
What's going on there, Mr. Reaper?
And obviously, if you guys have
Yeah,
not followed Mr. Reaper, make sure to
The
click on his
funny
link.
part about that is that him being on Facebook is more dangerous than my mod.
Exactly.
Say, yeah. You're on Facebook.
You gave
Well,
away your
people are
life
spy-
already just being there.
I
Yeah,
know.
people are spying on your computer. I'm sorry.
I know, it's friggin' stupid. But yeah, how's it going there,
Probably got
by
a
the way,
TikTok
Cowboy and
account,
Mr. Reaper
too.
and everyone? Just coming in? Yeah, you haven't really missed anything really there, Pompey, so you're all good.
Other than Billy's technical difficulties.
Yes, I had a bit of a break in my stream for a little while there. But yeah, you guys can have the map Friday, so yay! And then the real fun begins. The answers start going, how'd you do this? How'd you do that? What'd you do there with this? So yeah, make sure you tune into Dave's stream as soon as he goes live if you can, because he is going to be covering a lot. And make sure you got your notepad and pen there as well. Right, let's get this line back up, and I'm going to take a quick break just to check on the wife, see how she's doing.
Notepad, pen, and tape recorder.
Oh yes,
Yes, the VOD will be up afterwards. Do you
very,
really
very
think
true.
you're gonna
Right.
take notes?
Right, so I will be back in just a couple of minutes, guys. I'm going to leave it on this screen, so yeah, save me changing it.
You know what you should do, Dave? Spend like the first, however long it takes you, go over everything, and then shut your stream down right after you give out the code, and then fire it right back up so it breaks it out as a separate video, and post it. If you say, go watch the VOD, come back. Because then you don't have to answer the same question a million times for the entire night. 2 hours, give a nice thorough thing, and then 10 hours of playtime, and just refer to the VOD, refer to the
Mm.
That's one way to do it. Or have one of us with your screen open just recording the audio and everything else, and then when you're done, just post that and go refer to so-and-so's VOD. Oh, perfect for Billy's stream. Then he could still stream on Friday. Everybody could be watching Dave. Billy's got his stream going, and then just refer to Billy's VOD. If you have questions. Save Dave explaining it 9,000 times.
Okie dokie, I am back, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna have to break off in about 55 minutes. My wife is not feeling the greatest, so yeah, short stream today, unfortunately. And thank you very much there. Da, 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 da.
Found a perfect idea for you, Billy, while you were away.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Instead of canceling your stream, record the first 2 hours of Dave's stream,
Mhm.
and then just post up your VOD when he's done releasing the map, and everybody you can just say, go watch Billy's VOD.
Could do actually. Could do that. Yeah,
It gets the
post on.
explanation out of the way, and then Dave can just go watch Billy's VOD.
Yeah, why not? I'll do that.
Followed by NBC going, would you just shut up? Would you shut up already? I'm tired of listening to
Yeah, just post up the link. Here, do this. Go watch this video. Yeah. Right. You could upload it to your. Yeah, I could do that. Let's see. What did I miss while I was away there briefly? Let's just go back. Um, Dave will. Dave will release on his Facebook page March. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. Can I download the mod folders which are on my laptop and transfer it to my PC, or would it be best to download direct to the PC? Straight to. Well, you can do it on both if you want to be honest.
As I said, just transfer
Um,
the zip file over,
yeah.
unzip again, and install again.
Yep. Yeah, 'cause that's how I basically did it when I was transferring from my old laptop to this current PC. I basically had a mod, what do you call it, a storage stick with all the mods and my save games on it, and I just literally transferred it off the laptop onto the computer. And obviously, if I go back to that laptop, I can, if I can get FS22 to work on it, I could just take the same stick, put them on all this stuff onto there, and transfer it over to the laptop, so you don't lose any progress as well. Nice thing with Steam as well. That's another one. If you've got Steam Edition, obviously that will back up your save games. So the only thing you really need to worry about is your mods. Just stick it on a stick and it's done, or a hard drive or whatever. So yeah, I have a feeling we will hear that sound bite on Friday. Yeah. Yes. Right. So while he's doing that, let me jump over and find my tracks
I
very
was gonna
quick.
say NBC will probably cherish that clip for quite some time.
Yes. Tractors. I had one over there from it. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. That's what I wanted. Cool. Pretty full at the minute. So, I do need to reconfigure this trailer because it's a little bit high. Trying to load that, so let me, actually while I'm here I can check these. This is all the bales that I was doing the other day. They're now all silage, so I can actually start selling some of these, and same with that. Wow, cool. Plenty there, cool.
Will they
Okay.
ferment inside the silos, or do you
Yep,
have to ferment them first?
they will ferment.
Oh,
Which is
might
very,
have to
very
get
cool.
one of those placed at the main farm then.
Yeah. I use OneDrive free for a month. Yeah. Um, yeah, like OneDrive, Google Drive. Actually got my Google Drive. I send a lot of all my factories and stuff that I've done for Dave over to him that way. Obviously, yeah, if you've got a OneDrive or a SkyDrive or some form, you can do it that way as well. You just have to log in on each and do it that way. Yep. Here we go. Obviously, you would need to have internet for that, unfortunately. Right, go into here, customize. I do want that shorter bed, so that's fine. Don't need to worry about reconfiguring that. It should just drop it down. Yep, that's good. Perfect. Yeah, I think this end of the field I'm going to leave open for like turning around and stuff. I've still got the trees on that side to clear. I'm not sure what I'm going to put down there yet. I might just carry on with the apples around the main farm. And then this area here now as well to sort out at some point. Then I think once those trees are down, I can then actually start expanding some of the fields out that is what my main aim is at the minute. Obviously, once that field is harvested next year, I can get that then expanded further, which is very, very coolie. Alright. Oh, I was going to actually show you
Did you
something.
ever finish up your chicken pen?
I've got a few tweaks. I want to increase the capacity on the food still. But apart from that, that's about it, really. Maybe the price, because I think it's a little bit cheap, actually. Cheap, cheap, cheap. Get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
How many animals do you have it set for?
So obviously, I also need to update the image as well. And I mean, it's 6,000, but yeah, I think I definitely need to maybe bring that up a little
Oh,
bit higher.
$6,000. I was like, 6,000 chickens. What are you nuts?
Oh yeah, $6,000. You can just about see the full size of it there. It holds 500 chickens at the minute, which I think is not bad for the size.
Yeah,
So
that'd be about the right amount of chickens for that
yeah,
size.
that's what I was thinking.
They, believe it or not, they cram in chickens. So
Yeah, and also I wanted to leave it some space. Obviously, one big issue is obviously the visuals. You cannot increase how many chickens are shown on it, unfortunately. So you'll have, I think it's something like 20 chickens maximum actually being shown out of that whole thing. But yeah, food I want it up increased definitely. I might actually make the trigger slightly bigger as well for where the pallets spawn. But apart from that, it's pretty much there. So
I wonder how
yeah.
many chickens are actually shown in the bigger of the two chicken coops.
From what I read, it depends on your graphic settings. I believe 25 for like a is it low setting, high setting, should say, and then
I'm
it
just
drops down to
wondering
about
if that
10.
might have more chickens showing than the
Hmm,
smaller one
yeah,
by default, because it typically holds more chickens. And
possibly.
then maybe using that as your basis and just replace the model.
Hmm, don't
Maybe
know.
it'll get you some more chicken showing.
What I might do is do some testing and see. So I think they actually base the animal visual scripts, as it were, on your game settings and stuff rather than the actual pen. It's a pain, really. Because obviously in 19 you could actually, from what I read, change a line or add a line
Yeah,
in, and obviously that's been removed. One thing I wanted to show you guys, because you may not have seen it as well, there is obviously 3 additional factories you may not have seen so far that's going to be added. Obviously 2 are by T Miller, 1 by myself, which has just been added this week. Obviously, T Miller went through and did a soya milk factory, which is right there. So obviously that's now been added into the pack. I think he's done a really good job on that actually. I like it. Obviously Silk was a factory in FS15 on PV Rivers map. Obviously sort of just took one of the base game ones and rebranded it. So obviously that's going to be coming. In addition, he's also sent over Dave yesterday, I believe it was, a Filipino food factory. I like the look of this actually. It's a bamboo look. This is another one that's going to use some of those products that might not necessarily be used as much as a lot of the other stuff. So yeah, another good job on that one. The other one is that I've added, and obviously, like I mentioned, the CBD factory. Now you'll probably recognise it from PV County. Yes, this was originally the AVO factory. Obviously, one thing I did do is I took the sheds off the back because it didn't look right, in my opinion, for this. Obviously, I've rebranded the signs on the top. They are all illuminating as well still. Obviously, you've got your unload at the back there, and then on the side here, you do have your 4 triggers for the products coming out. And obviously, you're going to be getting CBD dog chews. There's CBD gummies coming with this, as well as 2 different types of CBD oils, One's a mint oil and one's a sort of tropical fruit mix oil. So yeah, so if you find yourself a little bit stressed, definitely get this down and get some of that stuff into you. Obviously, I'll probably expect Dave to go through all the numbers and stuff to make sure that they're fine. But yeah, now one thing with this, obviously, if you remember how it was in 19 with for AVO, it had the shed on the back here, sort of just to down from where the unload zone is, where you had like the fill planes that came up. One thing I'm kind of planning on reusing that is for the orchard storage products. I'm kind of thinking of something along the lines with that instead of using like the shed I was going to use originally, because obviously it'll hold up to 8 products, I believe it is. I could actually increase that so it does every single one. So that's going to be another project in the future for you guys to have as well.
Making a few.
Alrighty. Um, will there be an updated installation guide video since everything is on Trello now? Well, obviously the one that's on my YouTube is still pretty much valid. So you could just carry on using that one at the minute. But obviously regarding the map, I do know that Viking Streaming has created obviously the information sheets already for most of the stuff, which is kind of cool. He's working very, very hard on that for you guys. Now that is very interesting because I thought that had a small capacity because I haven't touched that. Let me see something. Stone Crusher, Stone Crusher, Stone Crusher. Where the frick are you? Ooh, okay. I didn't realize it had such a big capacity on there. I never even touched that one. Oops. That's why it's just going to keep going then. Cool. I don't have to do any work on that one. That's the one by Iconics, by the way, guys. I do know that Black Sheep Modding have one as well. Well, while he's doing that, I'll go off and do some more other work. So one thing I do want is another forklift. Let's go into here a sec. Oh, wrong one. I'll go into here. And see, this one I'm going to bring over to my sawmill. Now this is one issue as well you guys may have noticed with some of the equipment where it digs into the bottom of the stall. It's not something unfortunately we can deal with. It's kind of a collision where it's dropping down. So just bear that in mind. I do know that somebody mentioned during testing that I think the whole shop or something disappeared. But yes, trying an electric one, EFG. Okay, so yeah, that one seems to spawn not too bad. It is a little bit glitchy, so could be just that platinum one to see. So let's try that one. That's interesting. See, that one's a little bit iffy as well. It could just be the forks as well. Maybe the collisions are different on some of these. But that is freaky weird, but I'm going to buy that anyway. So was there anything else I needed to over there? Got lime spreader. I think that's all I need at the minute. It's kind of weird how just those two are a bit off. Very, very weird. Here we go. And as yet, touch wood, I have not ditched anything in the water, so I think I'm doing quite well so far. Also, I know quite a few of the guys have already done it with the barge, so yeah, I'm doing quite well so far. That's the one that exploded it on me. Oh, that's really weird. That is really, really weird. Oh, I've lost my arrow. There it is. Mouse. Yeah. Mind you, that is a nice forklift as well, actually. The one thing I would like is if they had extensions option on some of these. So you can actually get double pallets on there a little bit easier. But yes. I'm hoping I'm going to have some... Oh, ash point as well. Do. I need to get some crop into that. To get some fuel made. So I don't have to keep buying this stuff. I wonder if I've got anything in my silo. I need to check something quickly, guys. One sec. Let me just check something. What have we got here? Oh, I can bring some corn over actually. A little bit of sorghum there. Okay. I might be taking another trip back over there a little bit later. Get some corn over there. But yeah, it'd be kind of nice to try those barges out that Mr. Reliant Robin's done. I think that's going to be kind of cool, where you can hook them all up and drive the barges. Yeah, he's done a really good job. And if you missed it, go back to Wheels' stream. I don't know if it's live actually. From yesterday. Obviously, he was showing off and testing it. I do believe it's going to be coming with the map anyway, so you'll get to try it out yourselves, guys. But yeah, obviously, if there's anything you want to see, please let us know as well, and I can show it off to you guys. And Mr. Viking streaming is now lurking. Cool. Now, one thing to bear in mind with the boats and the barges and stuff, they don't really work very well or at all with auto drive. So just if you do get it working, let us know. But I know Mr. Wheels was trying to get it working yesterday. I think X-Man's tried and a few of the other guys, and they've just had no luck with it, which is kind of a shame, really. Right then. Now, to make life a little bit easier, I'm going to try and back into this. Slow down, slow down, slow down. There we go. There we go, there we go. Oh, it is the boat. Okay. I keep hearing like a weird banging noise. What the heck is that? It's coming from this thing. Okay. There we are. Let's turn that engine off for a sec. And we'll tab back to you. There we go. Yeah, I think this forklift and that other one, this one here, are, I've got to say, be the best forklifts in game. Obviously, this particular one is from the Platinum DLC, so yeah, but it just seems to be a lot more stable and stronger, really, compared to the rest. Does the map or mod pack come with an hollow trailer for pallets or bales? Or would we need to supply one? So I don't think there's going to be one added into the pack, but Surfing Cowboy Gaming does have the flatbed from 19. I actually downloaded, added it in earlier. Where did he put it? Has he changed where it goes?
Trailer under PV mods.
Extras. Maybe I don't have it active.
Oh. You must not. I just bought Surfin's trailer, so.
Yeah.
Including a wide load variant.
Oh, yeah, I do have it. It says PV mods, but it's not showing. So yeah, this
Yeah,
one from 19.
trailers, PV mods.
Yeah, weird. Trailers, PV mods, I haven't got it on here. I've got orchard equipment, extras. Me,
How do you not have the Case and John Deere cotton for the
yeah, I've got them here. The
tobacco
vehicles.
and what? Why do I have a separate mod? Maybe it's because I've got your bale wrapper. That's no, because you've got the bale wrapper sitting right there.
Yep.
See, for some reason, my PV mods category is under tools, not vehicles.
Oh, that's weird.
There are
But anyway.
two, one that's under tools and one that's under vehicles.
Yeah,
The one
that's
that under
weird.
vehicles have vehicles, and the one that under tools has the tools.
Unless he's
Huh.
changed that recently, I don't know. But yeah, obviously you can use this one if you wanted to. It is a lot more up to date than the one that Dave's got. Hey, Mr. Cope, how you doing? But obviously this was the one that was used in 19, if you haven't seen it. Obviously you do have colour options on this thing as well if you wanted to. As you can see, I'm just going to do some random colours so you can see what's colourable. So you get the flatbed itself, the frame plus the rims there become colourable. Obviously he has left in the option for the attacher on the back so you can have multiples if you wanted to. In addition, obviously you got your wide tyres there, your balloons, and obviously your standards. I kind of like the balloons, to be honest. And obviously he did add in the license plate as well. But also in that same pack, there is a wide version for those guys who like running huge, silly, unrealistic trailers.
Says the guy with the million-liter, 30 kilometer an hour harvester,
I know it's terrible.
trying to take a poke at Dave.
I know I'm terrible. Yeah, I do know that there is trailers like this in real life that are that little bit wider. Obviously this is the same thing as well. It will upload your pallets if you have the UAL scripts in. In addition, there is actually the base game trailers as well that you can use. For example, in your load loaders, all of these have actually been. Oh, there it is, right there. It's in here for some reason for me. All of these ones from the Platinum DLC plus the base game ones are auto-loadable. Yeah, I've got the punch as well there. What other ones? I believe in that these two here with the UAL also add the auto-loads to them as well as the curtain side. I've used that a lot actually. I like it. I still want to go through and customize that one. But yeah, anything that can be a flatbed, pretty much base game, has that autoload feature added. But you could quite easily grab anyone that autoloads. Just bear in mind if you're going to use one that has the pallet specialization added to it, it probably won't autoload the pallets that are on this map because there's a lot of additional editing that need to be added to those trailers for them to work. So go with the one by Loki or the one, the add-on mod hub add-on one. That will actually allow you to use mods off of the in-game mod hub and use that auto-load feature as well. There's quite a lot that's been set up already. Best way to go is to go up to GitHub, search UAL and UAL add-on, and that's where you're going to get those from, the most up-to-date versions. So hopefully that helps you out there, Mr. Smokeless Joe. Mr. Culp there, Billy, I want to add more capacity to my harvester. Can you show me how? I certainly can. Is it the Platinum Edition or the Platinum Expansion that we require? So either or. They're actually exactly the same thing there, Funk and Groove. The Platinum Edition and the Expansion are exactly the same thing. It's just, obviously, if you have the original FS22, it becomes the expansion, but if you're buying the new version, it's the Platinum Edition, from what I understand. But
Yeah,
it's
the
exactly
Platinum
the same thing.
Edition comes with the base game. The Platinum Expansion is just the expansion for if you've already owned
There you go, thank you.
FS22.
Right, so a quick one from Mr. Cope there, and Benny, can you please send me the two factories so I can... Yeah, I'll do that afterwards there, Viking. So I can actually show you on the harvester that I've done. So let me go to the desktop quickly. Ba-ba-da-ba-dam. So for anybody interested in editing a combine or a trailer, I know Darius showed it off a little bit earlier as well. Where the heck's my combine gone? Massey Ideal, bam, there it is. So that's the header. Nope, I want the ideal. There we are. Let's close that. So let me go to the top to make this a little bit easier. So obviously this is the one that I've currently got on my save game doing the contract. A lot of it is exactly the same. The only thing I think I actually increased was the capacities on this. So if I actually scroll down, all you have to do is do Control F to find and search for capacity. And what that will do is it'll go through, it'll find anything that has that word. So obviously here we go, there's the motorized, you don't want that, so just skip on to the next one. Brake, you don't need to worry about that. This is what you want, the fill unit. Now on trailers, on combines, it'll all have this area in that XML somewhere. And all you literally need to do is change this right here. Look for the capacity here. If you wanted to just do a simple edit, just copy that one. So replace that 12,500 with whatever figure you want, 1,000. Now what I tend to try and do is keep those two base game or that single base game capacity and add on from there. So as you can see just down here, there is a little bit of a gap. And this is where I've actually added in the ones that I wanted to add. So all you need to literally do is go from that fill unit configuration first part where the name is, and then drag down to the bottom part. That's all. Then all you do is copy and paste that down below, and then edit it how you want it. So for example here, as you can see, I've got an extension 1 added to it. Obviously I've kept the price of that 2,000, and then I've just changed that capacity to 250,000. Now obviously because of where you're upping and upping and upping that capacity, one thing you will find is the weight of the combine will be affected. So 250,000 capacity combine or a trailer, what you probably need to add in with it being that high is update mass equals false onto the end here. But obviously make sure that you keep that little I can never remember, is that the little arrow thing on the end smaller than, I think it is, or greater than. Keep that there, but yeah. That's literally all you have to do, just copy that and then repeat it. So obviously for me here, I've added in 250,000, 500,000 and 1,000,000. And obviously that 1,000,000 one there is the one I'm currently running on my contracts only. This will never, ever be on my main farm. I want to stick with a base game or lower capacity from the main farm there. One other thing, if you are going to go with that height of capacity, come down to where the discharge nodes or discharge is. And what you're going to need, because obviously with it being so high, if I can find the bleaking thing, discharge, there you go. In here, there is something called the empty speed, and it'll be on your trailers as well, so it's probably best just doing the Control F and searching for it. Now obviously I have increased it to 20,000 unload. Obviously if I left it at the base game, which is I think it was around about 1,000 if that, for the empty speed, I'd be there for friggin' hours unloading that combine. So make sure that you up it as well. Now one thing to bear in mind, do not match it with the capacity because it could cause a lot of issues with your trailer or your combine or whatever it is you're editing. So a lot of the time I tend to do sort of quarter to a half of the capacity. Obviously with this one I've left it a lot lower because obviously I do want to try and keep some of the crop at the end. So obviously it doesn't take too long. 20,000 out of 1,000,000, yeah, it's going to take a few minutes to unload, but at least you'll be able to stop it at that right point. So that should help you out there, Mr. Cope. And yeah, update mass equals false. Yeah, exactly. I want
And
so
the capital M in mass makes the
yeah,
difference.
make sure it is the there it says here. What I'll actually do is I'll post this in chat for you so you get it right. So it's update mass with the capital M, and there you go. That is exactly how it should be. Obviously, if you weren't going so high, if you're just say doubling the top capacity, so for example, where is it? So 17,100 there. So if I say put it to about 40,000, what I could technically do is something slightly different. Yeah, and obviously they're false in the quotations. You could also use update max mass with capital M on both. And what that will do is it'll kind of allow you to run it with, I can never remember what it's called, but in game, you can actually kind of disable that and allow you to have a more realistic capacity on in game. I can never remember what it's called in here. Yeah, exactly, Pompeys. Where is it? There's a setting in here that allows you to trailer fill limit. This thing here, if you did the update max mass, it will allow you to use this if you that's what how you play your game. And obviously it won't take it to that full 40,000, it maybe take it to about 35, 36,000 ish. So
Well,
just bear that one in
that's
mind as
when it would
well.
depend on the weight of the product you're putting into it.
Exactly. So yeah. So there is that as well that you could try out, and obviously that would be. Let me put it in chat if anybody did want to try it. So update max mass equals then false like that, and then the funny little thing on the end. So it'd look something a little bit like that for you guys. And that would allow you to then use the trailer fill limit part. But yeah, hopefully that does help you out there, Mr. Culp, and anybody else curious about editing a trailer. That is literally all you have to do. Actually, while I'm here, one other thing you could potentially do, I don't know if I can do it on here actually. Let me go to the header actually and scroll down. Another thing you could actually do is add in this little section here. It's a base material configuration. It allows you to add a color options to your equipment and stuff. I'm going to leave that up just for a sec for anyone who wants to get a picture of that. But yeah, what you'd need to do is basically change the name to match in with the name material matte right here. And then obviously the shader parameter is going to be the color that it's using. Now sometimes a vehicle may have 3 or 4 of these, so you might have to try and figure out which one you want to use primarily. You could also do a design material configuration as well on that, and I think it's got multiple versions of these that you could use, so base material 1 configuration and so on. So you could actually technically, if you had 6 different up here shader parameters, you could have one for each of those color options set up. And obviously being that it's a John Deere, I just left it as a John Deere with the color that it was originally. You can actually change this here as well, the material part. There is an entire list somewhere, I can't remember where the heck it was, that tells you exactly about all the different types of material. So if you want a chrome effect on it, you could enter, I think it's 28 if I remember rightly. Matte is another color number and so on. But have a look on Google, that's a good place to find it as well for all that. But yeah, that's another nice idea. That's what I basically did with the header that I did for the corn. So if I come here a sec to show you, I haven't added it to that yet, but not that one there. So obviously when you come in here, obviously I'll show you the original actually to give you an idea. So this one itself, oops, is the big John Deere right there. As you can see, this is the base game version. Obviously, you've got the decals and that I've actually removed from it. But obviously, as you can see, there's no actual color options or anything in with that. Obviously, but just by adding that color option to the XML, it allows me to come in here and actually change it. So I could have a massive version. I could have a yellow John Deere if I wanted to. Header, class, the whole lot. So yeah, I like that actually. That's not bad. Obviously, I think at some point I might change that as well because it doesn't look quite right. But I could match it in with the ideal if I wanted to as well. That's pretty much the colour I went with, I think. It was either that one or the jet black. It might be in the jet black actually. I have to try and find the right colour. I think that's the onyx, like the ideal's using. But yeah, you could have 3 or 4 different colour options in here or more. So, but yeah, hopefully that helps you out. FS Modding 101 with Professor Alpaca. Oh, I try. I do try. But yeah, that is literally how I started out. Is just adding color options and tweaking capacities. In 19. Where the heck's Discord gone? There it is. But yeah, if I can, I will. If you're out there, I will send that over to you, bud. Oops, I'm in the wrong vehicle. Right, so let's take you back. The effort update mass. You still need that regardless of whether it's there or not. It just ends that line there, Pompies.
Well, yeah, but update mass equals false isn't always the last thing in the line.
Yeah.
So if you put that in after the update mass equals false and it's not the last thing in the line, you could be cutting information off.
Exactly. Alrighty, let's get this thing back. But yeah, actually, I think it was, if I remember right, it was a DJ Goham video on YouTube, where he was on, I think it was Lone Oaks, that really got me interested in doing the capacity and the color options and stuff.
Not me.
Yeah, after that, it just sort of, okay, how to do this, how to do that, and obviously, where I was on a laptop, it was very limited on what I could do, couldn't do really. And then obviously, we're getting this beast of a machine, it's just gone boom.
Gray still plays. Let's see if we can plant the entire map in corn.
Oh, heck.
Now we need to harvest that.
Yeah.
So he made the harvester do like 1,000 meters wide, did a spin,
I think I've seen
broke
that
the
video
game,
as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what got me into wanting to mod Farm Sim.
Yeah. How's it going there,
The,
surfing
the
cowboy?
case quad track that could do, it was like 100,000 horsepower, did 10,000 miles an hour.
Yeah. Actually, that was another thing that I was very big on in 19 was tweaking the motor configurations and making vehicles go as fast as they could and stuff. I'm kind of glad that now that 22 has come around, I'm really not interested in these 2,000 mile an hour tractors and stuff. Nah, I do actually appreciate a lot of the game speeds. There's a few I think could be a little bit faster than what they are, but it is what it is, and I'm really liking it to be honest. But yeah, YouTube's great
Alright,
for videos
where's
as well.
NBC so we
Tutorials.
can clip that for the next time you're running your 35-mile-an-hour combine down the field?
Yes, but I'm not actually driving it. The hired helper is on a contract to get it done.
Because it doesn't make it any better, Billy.
I know it does. It is for me. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, and obviously at the minute I'm running 2-day seasons, guys, as well. So I did want to try and get something that was a little bit faster. Who knows? In the future I might remove it. I was actually considering using auto drive, actually, to be honest, for doing the unloading, so I could focus on my farm as well as having the contracts running. Who knows? We'll see. We will see. But right now I'm using my GT combine and I'll probably put it up on my Trello later on this week once I finish tweaking it. So, but yeah, don't know yet, just waking up. Right. But yeah, Google and YouTube are definitely good places for anyone who wants to learn modding. There's also actually the modding for dummies tutorial thing as well, isn't there? That you can get from the Giants website. It covers a fair bit of stuff in there actually. And I know that quite a few modders still reference it if they're thinking, oh, how to do that and how do I do this? But yeah, definitely a good one to go for. I want all equipment to unload fast. Fast. That is all. Yeah. Yep.
Till you only want to put a certain amount into something, and the fast unload speed makes that impossible.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nice having a slower unload speed because you can time things and stop them.
Yeah, that is something I did find when I was first my first contract with that cheaty combine. Obviously, I had it set to something like 200,000 unload, so I was literally missing that little bit that I could have saved for myself. So I've actually dropped it down quite a bit. But it's all these little tweaks. That's the thing. Find that right hit point. I'm hoping the 20,000 is about right. I've been able to get a fair bit off of the fields once the contracts are complete with that one, so I don't think I'm going to tweak it too much more. But it is kind of nice just to be able to leave it and not worry about it. One thing I do want to try and do at some point is improve this road here, because I think it's a little bit too close to that forest. Either or take out an entire road down there, because it's really freaking annoying, to be honest. Ugh. I don't want to see Discord. You keep sending me messages. I'm gonna be able to use the Trello board and download mods from there. So, ready in HD. It's about 45 minutes. Okay. So, Mr. Viking Streaming, bless his cotton socks, has actually created a kind of a tutorial video for.
Hey guys.
Oh, heck. Oh, it is like 45 minutes. Oh, it's actually about 8 minutes long, actually. On how to use the Trello board and download mods from. If you guys were interested, and if it's okay with Viking, you can post that link in chat for that video as well. That's very, very cool. Obviously, I know a lot of you guys have had a lot of questions about, oh, how to do this on Trello, how to do that. Hopefully, Viking has actually been able to cover most of that. If it's alright, I could actually show that off. Let me see. Let's go to full screen. Right, and take you back a second. And I'll show this off actually for you guys. Let me change to desktop view. And let's see what Mr. Viking's been doing, hey, and see if we can get some information, hey. I got no sound. Why have I got no sound? Oh, I muted the... One sec. Unmute.
So take a little.
Right, take that back to the beginning. There we go.
Hey guys, Viking Streaming here. I want to take a little minute and tell you a bit about the Trello board. So let's dive into it. Open your browser. Type in Trello.com. Hit enter. When you first enter the Trello board, you will you can make a account, or you can just go directly to the mod page you want to enter. So let's take for an example SGA mods. It looks like this. You have Dashnet, Billy Alpaca, NPC Master Dad, T Miller, Surfing Cowboy, Winston, and X-Men. So if you want to download something from Mr. Dashnet, you click on the Dashnet, click on this tile, this picture, then it opens up in a new page, says Dashnet Mods. So we are now on Dashnet's personal site, sorry, English is hard today. And here you have the mod folder switcher version 3, and you have the button here to go back to the SGA mainboard, to the SGA mod page.
I'm going to pause it right there. Because I don't want to spoil the rest of
If
this
you
video
want
for
to
you
download
guys.
the mod folder switcher,
Let me pause you again. Obviously, Mr. Viking has put the post in chat, I believe, somewhere up there. Yeah. Let me pin that there for a minute. Make sure to click on that and go over, give him a follow and watch that video. Because it will explain a lot more than what you just seen there. But so far, looking pretty good. Obviously, I'm going to save it there. I am actually going to watch that later myself. Hee. Let me mute that so it doesn't go off again. And yeah, thank you very. Oh, hello. Thank you very much there, Viking. Obviously, I will have a look at that later. But obviously, yeah, it is going to explain a lot of how the Trello board works, how to do things, download the mods and all that. So very cool. And obviously, if you haven't seen the Trello board before, !SGA will give you the link to that. Obviously, that's where you can go to, like Viking was saying there, to all the different modders. Obviously, at some point, the rest of us will be getting our mods up onto a Trello that can be added to that group. But so far, it looks pretty good. Alright, I need a little storage or something here. Let's have a look quickly. But yeah, I just wanted to try and at least do a little bit more of my farming before jumping off. So, let's see what I've got in here. No idea. I want a general one. Oh, there we go. But yeah, make sure to go over and check that out, guys. Definitely. And give him a sub and a follow as well. Obviously, he is one of the members within the community. I think that'd be a good spot there. And he's obviously doing a lot for us at the minute as well. Ooh, cool. The link for the SGA Trello are in the video description. So are the links for the videos. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so what I'll do for anybody on YouTube, I'll put a link in as well in the little drop down below to that video, and obviously the Trello board for everyone. Pretty sure it was on there the other day as well, so very cool. Righty, let's get this cleared first of all.
Bailing.
You're bailing me again. And D Johnson, how are you doing? And thank you very much for that sub. Much appreciated, buddy. Obviously, welcome back in.
I would have to guess if Dave isn't killing Vambies or working in infected, he's probably failing too.
He's been very quiet today, isn't he? Kind of worrying.
He's either hard at work on a super secret project, or he's bailing.
Why would you be worried?
Because I worry about you, son. Staying up till like, what, 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning.
He's just trying to relive his teenage years. Leave him alone.
Oh,
At least he's not up all night drinking and doing the drugs.
that's very true.
How do you know not?
Because you're pretty
Um,
coherent, and you wouldn't be otherwise.
yeah, so Mr. Dashnet will be kicking off the server play a little bit later there, surfing. So, yeah, it will be coming soon. Hopefully next week.
Not a fan of the big invisible border that I can't go through at the end of the property. What if I want to drive off the cliff, Dave?
Well, sorry.
Oh, that. Yeah, I can't get over there now. I'll have to look at it later. I take it you moved that plane in on the west side, where I found that big gap when testing.
Take it. I did.
Yeah, good.
I'm-
Come on. Yeah, be nice if the actually, hey, for anybody who creates mods, could someone come up with a fork extension, like a little add-on for these? That'd be really kind of cool. So instead of having just another forklift with long extensions, oh, that's interesting. You can have one that actually you could detach and attach, maybe. T Miller. I ain't got no collision on this. Ugh. That's yeah, kind of missing something. You have one. It work. I have one. It works. Okay. Oh, wrong one. Yeah, that's got no collision at all. What did he do to that? Oh my goodness, boot. Oh, he just deleted the collision, didn't he? Oh my god. T Miller's in bed, I believe. Okay. I know he was here a little while ago. I wasn't sure if he was still out there. Oh, dude. Yeah, because I know when he originally released that, there was the collision, but it was twisted or something. Oh my goodness, let me get a picture of that. Print screen. And before I forget, let me send him that for later. There, there.
I'm already 50 bales in.
50. Actually, just out of curiosity, how many have I got so far? So there we go. I've sent Mr. T Miller over a quick message for later. So far, I have 43 hours on the map. I've cut down 254 and produced 366 bales. So not that much. And so far I've found one collectible. I do know where there's another collectible. But I've got a feeling my composter is right on top of it, which is kind of annoying. Some forklifts have extensions on Mod Hub. Yeah, may have to have a look, but I like this
I'm at
forklift. That's the problem.
380
Oh,
bales produced.
I think we should all. I think when the map's out, we should make up a little competition to see who can get to a certain amount. I think that'd be kind of...
There's a caveat to that, Billy. They have to be the same size bales, otherwise
Yeah.
somebody that's only producing a 3,000 or whatever liter bale versus somebody that's producing a 6,000 or
Yeah. Maybe something to talk about later at some other time. But yeah, later on in the week. Not yet, dear. Not yet.
everyone would have to
Almost.
use the same baler.
Well, they'd have to use the same baler, but the same bale size would be fine.
Well, that's what I mean. Yeah, same bale sizes.
Yeah. Out of interest. Yeah, see, that one actually has quite a long fork on it. So something like that would be quite nice, but on the Manitou. But yeah, how you doing there, Mr. Jaren, by the way? Right, let's get this in storage, and then I think I'm going to have to call it to my wife's just wandered through. Yeah, not the greatest. Doing good. Good, glad to hear it. So, yeah, obviously I'm going to cut it short today, unfortunately. My wife is just not feeling the greatest, so let me save that a sec and see who I can find out there in the world of Twitch if it's going to behave today. So let's go over to the ending screen and bring up. Oh, that restart did my head in today. It's not good. Get some credits going. There we go. So obviously a big thank you to obviously D Johnson for the sub. Acid Burn for the resub with Prime, much appreciated. Obviously the follow from Farming Trucker 74 and Milo's 2101 and also Mr. Darius Frost for the raid. Much appreciated. 89, well, that's huge. Righty. Who do we have out there today? Let me meet you. Actually, we've got Giants doing a spotlight. Gallo. Unfortunately, no other SGA members are live at the minute. So, I think for this one time only, we're going to go over and see what Mr. Terminator is up to. He's got Kigarino, whoever that is. Never heard of them on the spotlight. They're just starting, so okay. Looks like a idea, so let me copy that. Obviously, Friday, just so you are aware, I'm not going to do a stream because obviously Dave will be going live at the same time I usually would. So tune into him. Obviously, later on, he'll be kicking off obviously the multiplayer. Let's get that in there. There we go. So obviously, I will be streaming again next Monday. So until then, guys, have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon. That is a threat, not a promise. Right, so let's get this raid going. If it's going to behave today. Yep. And thank you very much for sticking around, guys. And I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.